Thanks for tuning into Stocks with Antonio. I want to share a trade that I did on Tuesday with the SPY. And when it comes to the SPY, in my opinion, at least for me, it's a tough one to trade. But for those of you that are interested in becoming day traders and things like that, the SPY is one to look at, right? And I looked at it on Tuesday in the morning and I saw that it was going down, right? So it's always good to wait at least 15 to 30 minutes when the market opens, kind of to get an idea which way the market wants to go. And by doing that, I was able to see that the SPY was pulling back. And an indicator that I like using, I want to share this with you. For those of you that are wondering where you can get a chart and stuff, I use TradingView. Go check TradingView out. I get nothing by saying this. It's just what I use. That's where I look at the charts on TradingView. I use the 9 EMA, right? So I saw on the 5-minute time frame, I had my 9 EMA indicator on. I was on the 5-minute time frame in the morning, and I decided to, after 15 minutes, I did a put. For those of you that do options, meaning if it goes down, I make money. And I was able to stay in the trade longer. What gave me confidence in the trade, I was looking at the candles, and the candles were staying under the 9 EMA. And that let me stay in the play longer, because if it broke through the 9 EMA and went to the upside, that will be maybe a reversal, right? So when you see candles printing above the 9 EMA, that's bullish. When you see the candles printing underneath the 9 EMA, that's bearish, right? And it was respecting the 9 EMA, because sometimes the market's choppy where you see it going up above it and then under it and up and under it, and that's messy. But the SPY gave an opportunity where it was a clean shot. I had the 9, the candles weren't going above it, so I did it to the put. I did a put to the downside. Then around lunchtime on Tuesday, depending on when you're seeing this, it might be a few days out, so you might be wondering, hey, I didn't see that on the SPY. I'm talking about July, what was it? July 7th, is when I did this trade. Around 11:30, I believe, I saw the candle break the 9 EMA. It started to print, the candle started to print above the 9 EMA. I got into the call. And then what gave me more confidence is the 9 EMA then crossed the VWAP, and it just kept the candles printing above it, and I made money to the upside. So I had a really good day trading. I did a put to the down, I did a call to the upside, and that's a great thing. If you do options, you can make money both ways. Now, I'm not telling anyone to do options, but I do options, and that's when I'm looking to make money the same day trading, right? That's something that I'll do. I'll do options on a stock, and this time I did the SPY, which I tend to stay away from, but I wanted to share this play with you. Now, there's opportunity out there, in my opinion, in this stock market. Even though some people might be fearful, I see as an opportunity for those that can be patient. And depending, are you looking to sell within the same day, or are you looking to buy now and hold for the next 10 years plus, right? There's opportunity for those that can be patient. A lot of people, when the stocks are pulling back, when some of your favorite small caps, big boys, you see the share prices going down, a lot of people don't want to get into them, right? They're scared that they're getting in on the wrong price, they're catching a falling knife, and they want to prevent that. In my opinion, I wouldn't worry too much about timing the bottom perfectly, because that's almost impossible in my opinion. I rather get into good companies when I see strong pullbacks, when I see them at attractive forward PEs. You can look at the PEG ratio. The PEG ratio is under 1. That's letting you know that you're not overpaying for the asset, right? And right now, there's some opportunity for those that are willing to take some risk, invest in great assets, and can be patient. If you've been following my channel, you know I've been talking about Meta. I've been talking about Microsoft, and I have seen them pulling back. And all I've been trying to do as they pull back further is been trying to increase my position size. Now, this video, I'm making it Tuesday, July 7th. Meta and Microsoft actually are recuperating, right? been going a little bit to the upside. And remember, Q2 earnings are around the corner. But I think there's tremendous opportunity in these two. These are ones I would definitely have on my watch list if you don't already have them. And I wanted to share with you a new stock that I just added to my long-term portfolio, and that is ServiceNow. I actually bought this in the beginning of the month, which we're still there, but I bought it before July 7th, and it's been running up. I wish I would have bought more. I wish I would have bought more shares when it was at 90, when it was under 90. I started to get into it at 98. I bought some shares a little bit over 100. And some of you may be saying, why? You know, ServiceNow, have you been paying attention to it? It's gone up above 100, then it's pulled back under 100. And I'm not too worried about that because I'm not buying it to sell it tomorrow. I'm not buying it to sell it next week. I'm buying it because I plan to keep it in my portfolio for many years. And I believe many years from now, it's going to be trading at a lot higher price. And right now, it's not at a bad forward PE. It's not at a bad PEG ratio, in my opinion. So I want to go ahead and take opportunity of these great assets being at a discount, adding them to my portfolio. And I'm actually hoping that they pull back more. Why? Because then that gives me opportunity to get more money and buy it on the way down and reduce my average price. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build out my position size. So when I see red days and great assets, I'm really seeing them as an opportunity and I'm not nervous about it. Another thing you can do on some of these stocks, and I'm going to talk about Microsoft, is if you have TradingView, go to the 200 EMA and you'll notice if you look at that, if you go back, right, and you can go on the time frame for this, you can go on the 4 hour, you can go on the weekly, and you'll see that every time Microsoft was at around the 200 EMA, it's bounced up and went to the upside. So if you're trying to basically catch the bottom, and I'm not saying you're going to catch the bottom doing this. This is just history. Anytime you see Microsoft around its 200 EMA, it's not been a bad area to buy. May it go a little bit lower? Yeah. But remember, don't worry so much about catching the bottom, especially if you're buying it with a long term out. Like, hey, if you're buying Microsoft and you're planning to sell it tomorrow, then you might want to be a little bit careful because it could pull back. But if you're like, hey, I'm buying Microsoft because I believe in the company, it's a great company, I believe it's going to be a lot higher later on, but I just want to have a good entry. I already gave you some things to look at. Look at the PE, right? Look at the PEG ratio, and then go ahead and go on the charts and look at the 200 EMA. I already know it's around the 200 EMA. That's why I'm buying it. That's why I'm sharing this information with you. Because what's important when you're watching YouTube videos is take that information that you get from the videos, verify it to make sure it's accurate, and then learn it. The reason you want to learn these things is because you want to have these tools so you don't always have to depend on someone making a video on YouTube. You want to get your knowledge so when you're trading, you're building up your knowledge, you're building up your confidence, and you can start winning. And one day you won't need anyone. One day maybe you could be making your own YouTube channel, teaching what you've learned over the years and helping newcomers, right? And that's what it's all about. And that's why I'm working on starting a community. I'm going to have a Discord coming up. If you're interested, let me know down in the comments below. It's going to be a place where we're positive and it's going to be about building wealth and we're helping each other. We're not there to compete against each other. We can celebrate our wins, share our wins, tell each other what we're seeing in the market, sharing opportunities with each other and helping each other win, right? Let's help one another make money in this market. It's the market's money, right? If I can help you make a trade and make money, I'll be more than glad to. But I'm not a professional financial advisor. So anything I say is risk and you can't lose your money. So I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell, but we can talk about where we see opportunities so we can make our own decisions to go ahead and take the trade and understand we may win, we may lose, but it's going to be a place where we're helping each other because doing it alone, let's face it, it's impossible in a world full of negativity. And when you share with people that you want to trade, that you want to, grow your wealth, grow your income, change your life, a lot of people tend to be negative about that. So you got to join a community that's going to be positive with like-minded people. And that's what this channel is going to be about. That's what the Discord's going to be about. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, let me know by smashing the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to that description box because that link will be coming soon. Let me know what you think about the stocks that I talked about today because I think they're going to be bangers. I think they're really going to help individuals build some wealth, but that's just my opinion. Let me know yours down in the comments below. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you again for watching this one, and I'll see you on the next one.